So Morning Joe on Friday morning decides that they're going to defend Donald Trump supporters a little bit and go out on the crazy limb and say that, look, these people are not racist. Take a look at the clip.
That could drive people.
And I don't think racists and bigots voted for Donald Trump. I think people who are really hurting voted for Donald Trump. People who would have voted for Bernie Sanders voted for Donald Trump. People who are left out of the system, Elizabeth Warren's people, voted for Donald Trump. So that accusation, I'm sorry, about, having white supremacists and racism lead your campaign is like calling all the voters for Donald Trump racists and bigots. They aren't. They aren't.
And now, Micah Brzezinski is usually the voice of reason against Joe Scarborough. But this is one of the dumbest things I think I've ever heard come out of the Morning Joe show. She, honest to God, thinks that Trump supporters, one, that they're not the racists, they're not white supremacists. Those people didn't vote for him. The Trump voters were just Bernie supporters or Jill Stein supporters. That's who elected Donald Trump. I have not seen any Bernie Sanders supporter that voted for Donald Trump. Not one. But to say that the racists didn't, the KKK itself planned a victory rally after Donald Trump won. That is a fact, Morning Joe. The KKK and David Duke are elated that Donald Trump has taken office. We've had almost 1,000 incidences of hate crimes committed in the wake of Donald Trump's victory, and the Southern Poverty Law Center says that it is a direct result of Donald Trump's victory. And yeah, not every single person that voted for Donald Trump was a racist. Some of them were just not that bright. That doesn't make them racist. But there were plenty of them. In fact, I'm willing to bet anybody who considers themselves a white nationalist probably didn't vote for a Democrat. I'm willing to bet that that entire voting population, the ones who actually did go and vote, every single one of them voted for Donald Trump. I am willing to bet anything on that. Because you can't tell me that the racists didn't support Donald Trump. I mean, look at the people he's already putting into power in his cabinet. We have white supremacists, we have racists, we have anti-Semites, we have misogynists. We have everything from the worst that America has to offer. And according to Mika saying these things tarnishes the rest of the Trump voters. Well, who cares? Even if you aren't racist, you supported a racist. You supported someone who the KKK endorsed. That may not make you racist, but it doesn't make you that smart. Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump got the support of racists, and those racists help him win the White House. I really want Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski to understand that, because all of the evidence supports that. There is no evidence to support anything else that Mika said in that segment. There were no Bernie supporters for Trump. There were no Jill Stein supporters for Trump. You can say it was the white working class all you want, but really, when it gets down to it, the racists are the ones who put Donald Trump in office.